Hi, everyone. We have another amazing book to launch out into the world. And this one is a really interesting book. And we're going to get stuck into that right now. But first of all, welcome so much, Aileen, to this book launch.
Thank you. So excited to get this happening.
That's right. And the book name, check this out. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it, but it's actually called The Joy of Sex. I love the title, and it's the casual hookup to understanding. And I'm not going to give away the secret because tell me why the title, The Joy of Sex. It's a very bold title.
Mm.
And it's got some bold ideas in it, but tell us first about what is sex in your words and what is this book about?
Sex, in my words, is the customer, the employee, and the human experience. So I am first and foremost a advisor in customer experience, and with that needs to also take into account the employee experience. And so those as an acronym were already, and I didn't make it up, some of the smart cookie already had come up with the fact that is pronounced as sex because you have CX for customer experience. You add the E and there you go, you got sex. Now, the thing was that for me, I had this innate emptiness, like there was something missing from that acronym. And after mulling over it for a little while, as the people read in the book, I realized that what I really believe is missing in that piece of work is the human experience. And so that's where CEHX came into play.
I love it. And as when you were out at Dean Manor, funny enough, your head was right behind the original book that is The Joy of Sex. How crazy is that?
Out of a huge library of books, a library of books, my head was right beside the original 1971 Joy of Sex. The universe, I tell you, as my mother-in-law says, amazing.
Oh, it was absolutely crazy. So, yes, as you can see here, the joy of CEHX, the casual hookup to understanding customer, employee, and human experience. And we all do need to really be understanding, especially in today's world, that human experience. And I know that you've put lots of personality into this book because you have such a big personality and so much important information. But what elements of that you put in that personal element and the parts that are important to you that the readers might want to know about?
I think it was so funny when we were going through and I was writing the book and I had discussions with the editors who were so supportive of me putting in my personality, which, yes, as you said, can be a big one. It was about making sure that as readers were going through the book, that they started to really engage with who I am as a human being and not just a nameless, faceless writer or author. And I really wanted them to get to know me and get to either, I call it appeal or repel. And you'll notice in the beginning of the book, there's a whole section in there that says, please don't buy this book. And for me, that was a really important piece around making sure that the right people bought this book and the people who really wanted to lean in and dive deeper into how to design their organization for a customer and employee experience that created human centric advocates. And they're the people I want to speak to. They're the ones I want to be friends with. They're the ones I want to build businesses with and support now and in the future. But that means being me. And I know from conversations with the publishing team, that's not always what happens when authors write books, but that was a really important piece. And integrity is one of my biggest values. And so I think if that's the case, then you have no choice but to be yourself in an activity like this.
Absolutely. And I mean, you're going to be encouraging the people within organizations to be themselves, to bring forth their expertise. And that is what makes it a human experience than where we're going to be caught up in so much AI these days. I think that the customer, employee, and human experience is going to be more prevalent than ever to really master that within organizations. It's the most surprising fact about the customer experience and employee and human experience that many leaders and business owners may not know?
I think for starters, what they don't know is not their own fault. I would say that there is largely just a sheer lack of good information that can take complex concepts and turn them into simple and digestible information that you don't have to stay awake at night trying to figure out how to put into your business. So that's the first part around the purpose behind this book. The second thing that people don't know is that they think, to this day, every single day where I talk about customer experience, somebody says, "Oh yeah, our service is great." I'm like, ha ha ha, I'm very glad your service is great. But the reality is, as you'll learn reading the book, that customer experience this day and age is its own business discipline. And there is a cohort of activities that go under that as a business discipline to create what we would call advocates in your business and help you become a legacy, not just a flash in the pan kind of business. So my first and foremost, I guess, mission is to debunk what people think customer experience is and at least give them the casual hookup to like, hey, this is actually what it is. And let me help you just get started.
I love that. You've really nailed that because we don't know what we don't know. And a lot of people think customer experience is customer service. And you've really nailed that by saying there's so much in this book. There's so much information. It's really
Don't get overwhelmed.
You've done it in parts though, and I really love that. It's starting them off, and then part two is about take your sex to the next level, your customer experience and human experience. So I think what's really important is that any business really that thinks customer service is it, they think they've got it handled. Let me tell you, this book will really open your eyes into what it actually means. And you've done it in a fun way. I mean, if we're going to enjoy reading, we want to enjoy it, have a bit of a education and enjoy the human experience that you've put in it for the readers. So we thank you so much for bringing this book to light. It's going to help so many people to be aware of what they're not aware of, and they can take that business to the next level. So thank you so much, Aileen, for sharing your knowledge and your expertise with the world. And we'll have links below for people to grab a copy, to recommend it to other people. So thank you so much. Anything you want to leave the listeners with today?
I want to say thank you to you and the Dean Publishing team for helping me absolutely bring this to life. It's been years in the making and it won't be the last. And also to anyone that picks this book up and actually puts it into play. Like, let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's feel that joy.
I love that. That's a great note to end on. And I think it's more important than ever now. So grab yourself a copy, links below, and yeah, go and have more experience and enjoy the joy of sex. So thanks so much.